How many of you have been living with epilepsy or seizure disorder? Me personally, I have been living with it just about 20 years. I got my seizures after I had a brain bleed, and I was 27 years old. And I've been trying to mentally deal with it since then. Um, it's been really hard as someone who is disabled to um, be required to stay at home and not be able to go out and get a job and bring in the income. Um, it's been a problem of mine because I had just graduated college about 2 years before, and I was hoping to find the job that could really make me excited and bring home the income that I was hoping I was going to be able to. Um, but after I had my brain bleed and then started having seizures, that kind of stuff gets you very depressed. And and then shortly after that, I had many other situations that had happened shortly after that. Good example is I had to get medically discharged out of the National Guard, um, and it was very upsetting because I had first joined the Army when I was 19, and I went in as a private, um, moved my way up to specialist after a little less than 2 years. And so I um, asked my my captain if I could get out of the army to become an officer, and he was nice enough to um, fill out paperwork and um, pass everything up the chain to to make sure I did get out of the army. Um, but I also had to stay in the National Guard while I was in school, though. But it got a little depressed because of the fact that I was in the military for a total of 9 years when they discharged me. But and that was not just one spot in my life that kind of made me a little depressed, but some of the other things were the fact that my first wife, she decided that she wasn't happy anymore, and we had been married for a year, and she decided that she wanted a divorce. So she made sure that that happened. But some other things when people are dealing with epilepsy and their seizures are the fact that you know you you number one, you can't drive um, because of your seizures, and normally you can't get away from the house. Um, Many of us who have seizures are normally people that stay at home and hardly ever leave, you know. Um, yeah, I have a bicycle. Sometimes I get on my bike and go for a ride, but you know, you start thinking sometimes what is to happen if I start feeling that seizure coming on whenever you're away from the house, and not only that, you're by yourself. You know, you don't know if somebody is to see you seizing, and they come and they freak out, like what to do for someone who has seizures. But it was, it's just kind of hard to deal with sometimes that you have seizures. But um but sometimes I want to have a video just so I can hear back from a lot of you guys. Sometimes I get depressed because you don't get a chance to always hear from people that you used to keep in touch with in your normal life. But what has been great is the fact that there's things like Facebook where you get that opportunity to be in groups, or just meet new friends who you might have the same sort of disorder that you have, and you can keep in touch with them and ask them how they've been up to, and things like that. But a good example of that is the fact that I've met a friend in the UK that I enjoy keeping in touch with. We don't ask a lot of questions and see how they're up to and things like that. But if you see a picture that they might put on Facebook, it's always great to leave a little comment and hear back from them and things like that. But yeah, sometimes I always enjoy hearing back from you guys because it just lets me know that I'm not the only one out there, and I'm sure it's the same with you guys too. You want to always know that there's other people with the same thing that you have to deal with. So if you guys could just, I always enjoy reading your comments or your questions that you have. So please um, put them down at the bottom, and as as much as I can, I always respond back. So let me know. Tell me some of the things that you guys got going on. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.